Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. In today's episode, there's a couple of things I want to do. Notably, I want to buy some kind of tape with a melody for Egghead. That can kind of wait a bit though, because I want to ask around this village about Ruby. And since it's like 7 PM at the moment, I kind of want to do that before I get to, before people go to sleep, effectively.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Oh.
What can I help you with?
I found that jacket I was looking for, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
You seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
I see. So you know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Interesting. It's us kids, I guess.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating. The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Is he comparing himself to, like, 4-year-old children? Have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
I mean, you're not wrong, Kim, but at the same time. So we got a new jacket, too. Pain threshold, half light, and it takes away from drama. I don't actually care about those stats much, so I'm going to give them to the dude. I mean, it's raining. He kind of needs a jacket, doesn't he?
Tequila sunset.
You seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Here's your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean the seagulls shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
Can't remember.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
You saying this isn't your jacket?
Faun? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
it becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
Your loss. I'll keep it.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks great on you.
It's an okay jacket, if you are into that look. Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
Interesting.
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
What about it?
It's just, well, you look more like a high-flying businessman than a police officer.
That's how professional people were supposed to dress.
There's nothing wrong with it per se. It's just a little much. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
I wonder if that triggers that conversation after specifically getting this jacket. I say as I spit on my microphone, Jesus. After specifically getting this jacket, or whether or not it's like after collecting a certain amount of clothes. So he's not going to be able to do anything. This guy maybe be able to get me something.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and...
Nothing of particular note. Let's head up this way. I guess I can go in here, can't I? And talk to the little girl. And then talk to the woman, and I think that's everybody in the town, from memory. Hello.
Hello, mister.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yeah, we met her.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Luby. Luby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Kids.
Fair enough.
Bye.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
Wait, where? Try to sneak up onto the phasmid.
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
Of course it wasn't the phasmid, it's way too big.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You couldn't have known that for sure. And besides, finding this phasmid is your special destiny. You can feel it.
Give the dream of discovering the Interlindian phasmid a rest. For now. I so love this game. It's great. It gets the idea of, random ass thoughts so perfectly done, and because, the entirety of the game is effectively happening in our head, most of the dialogue is just us thinking to ourselves, it leaves it open for so much, creativity in, what they can address.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Does she have fish hooks in her ear? Looks like she does.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh, That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
Are you suggesting we honour the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in, but organising a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Jesus.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
That was my Discord, by the way. Apologies for that. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the Doom commercial area or...
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Oh, yeah.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
He does like cars. I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in the neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again.
Very long answer to say, no, I haven't seen them.
Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
They're saying you. Interesting. I guess the old woman looks after her kids. It's interesting. Floorboard.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search for the sand and the sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust.
So my gun?
And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out.
A bullet.
A bullet.
9mm bullet.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon?
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Interesting. Can I examine that bullet? I guess not. It's not even coming up as an item, interestingly. Ordinarily, it actually gives you an item in a case like that, but I guess this case it's just, hey, we found a bullet.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear.
When was
We
this?
welcome all kinds of people here. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes the forehead with the back of her hand, water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Why do you think she left the bullet in there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back to her shack thinking,
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
The world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son. She really believes that.
Interesting. What is she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
That's nice.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines,
Interesting.
but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
She must have heard you, Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine.
His voice
Lets
tinged
the
with
bad guys
pride.
know when you are coming.
His voice tinged with pride. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Her tone is without malice.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The Feld Electric Mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
I'm gonna do this. I don't think I do have more questions about Ruby, but I'm gonna ask
What
anyway.
more do you want to know about that pool? Yes.
Yep, nothing.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around, the air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
Okay.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Seems to be the impression I've got from everybody I've talked to about her. Like, even Titus, like, we convinced him that she was in some way cheating him, and he didn't like that. But at the same time, he seemed to still like her as a girl, you know, like as a person. Like, she was still a nice girl. Okay. We're sitting at 20 minutes, so I'm pretty good to finish. However, I'm going to finish up here. The reason being is I have a sneaking suspicion that she's hiding in this building up here. Right in here. This is my suspicion of where she actually is. And I have this big-ass multi-tool now, so I can potentially get into that building. We'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time, where I'm going to try and crack this door open. See if I can, at the very least. Bye, guys.